YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 23 video, I'm going to break down the most dominant run offense in the game. This is a two-play run scheme that will beat every defense out there, especially the meta that people want to run. You know, guys love dollar, 3-3 Cub. This run scheme will beat both of those defenses really easily, and I will show you how in this video. The best part is this is a run scheme that really barely anyone even knows about. Hardly anybody uses, so it's definitely something you can use to your advantage, especially as we head into Madden 24. Now we're going to be looking at the gun split close. You can run this from a few different books. I personally recommend the Jets. I think the Jets have a really good playbook overall, one of the better ones with the gun split close. The two main plays we want to look at are the fullback inside and power O. Definitely want to set them as audibles. You can come out in one, set the other one as audible. Give yourself a little quick snap opportunity with one of the runs. But I'd say the most important thing is make sure you put two running backs in the game, because you don't want a fullback in the game that's not going to be able to run the ball well. If you have a really fast tight end, you play Mutt, maybe you have a 99 speed tight end, you could use a tight end at the fullback spot. But personally, I like using two running backs, a two running back system for this offense. Especially when you pass the ball out of the backfield too, it will be helpful. So let's just show you how this works again, the fullback inside and the power O. I'm going to show you guys how this will beat every of the meta defenses out there. I want to start with dollar. So we know that DB Fire is very, very meta. But the dollar, baseline, spread line look is super common. Now, this run offense is really effective because two reasons. First of all, with the power O, we're handing it off to the running back to the left of the quarterback. With the fullback inside, we're handing it off to basically the running back to the right of the quarterback. So we have the ability to have runs that attack both sides of the O-line really, really easy. Both sides of the field really, really easy. But past that, the power O is a power blocking scheme, which means we have a pulling guard, right? The fullback inside is a zone blocking scheme, which is more of a man-to-man block scheme with a lead blocker with McCaffrey in this example. So you have two runs that are attacking from different sides, and then each run has a different blocking scheme. What that essentially means is a few things. First of all, they're not going to be able to gap shoot these runs with their user because all you have to do is you have to look at the way the defense aligns and see which side of the screen or who they're using. You already know which run to run based upon the look they're giving you. Also, they can't run an unbalanced formation because you have the ability to run runs either way. So it really makes it hard to defend this. This is honestly the only run offense in the game that I have problems with. Hardly anyone uses it, but I ain't gonna lie. I have a huge problem stopping this offense. It's actually crazy. Now, guys, if you're enjoying this content, you're new, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, comment on the video, and guys, if we get to 350 likes on this video, I will actually also drop a money passing scheme you can use from split close to go along with these two brutal, just absolutely amazing run plays. So we're going to look at how I run each run, what defenses I use each for, kind of how to beat all the popular defenses out there. So let's just, like I said, we're going to start with dollar. In dollar, you want to see how they're shifting their line and who they're using. So as far as who the user goes, I typically just attack the user with my run. So for instance, if I see them using the linebacker on the right of the screen, I'm gonna run power O because most people try to kind of shoot down, with their user against the run, right? So if they shoot down with with their user, when I run the ball, that's not gonna matter because as you guys can see there, I have that pulling guard. So they're essentially just going to run right into my pooler. Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I've built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I have helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. They're not going to be able to get in the backfield. As you guys can see here, they're trying to kind of shoot down, but that pulling guard is right there, so there's not a, as long as I follow the guard, I don't have anything to worry about. Also, I have the fullback. He's going to lead block for me too. I actually sub Kittle in the game as the slot receiver, even though he's a tight end, just for better blocking purposes. But again, look, as you see, huge gap opens up here for easy yardage. Now, again, the reason why you want to run at the user is so they can't gap shoot you. If I was to try to run power O and they were using the guy on the left of the screen, they might be able to kind of like sneak around and beat me into that A gap and kind of try to dive tackle me. It's not easy to do, but it's possible. So like, let's say that you're running power O, which is very similar to base, and they catch on to that. So now they use the other sub linebacker, so they can try to, you know, like affect the power O and shoot in. All right, that's fine. If we notice that, now we're going to run fullback inside. Because if we run fullback inside and they try to do that, you guys can see, you know, it's not going to work. Now we're running, again, we're running right at the user, and this is a man-to-man blocking scheme. So, you know, basically they're just going to get picked up most likely by that guard. Also, this run is just so hard to shoot. It's very similar to the run in the Saints playbook everybody likes from the split offset, where because you have the running back in the backfield, he's going to be a lead blocker. So even if they're able to somehow get into the backfield, they're just going to get picked up by the running back that's the lead blocker anyways. And in this example, since, you know, he had really nobody to pick up, he actually is able to get next level and pick up that safety. So if it wasn't for that corner or the linebacker getting me about, you know, 5-10 yards, that might have been a touchdown there because my fullback got onto that safety. So the big run potential is definitely there. Past that, you want to watch out for like how they shift their line, how they stunt their line. I don't know what my player's trying to run away, but hey, it's cool. We're going to bring them right back. So like here, let's say that they pinch their D-line, right, or pinch their defense. You know, that's pretty common. Let me reset it. It's a pretty common thing people try to do to stop the run is, you know, just a little pinch look. Now, a pinch look could be good against the fullback inside, especially if they're going to try to mug the gap with their user like this. But against the power O is actually going to kill a pinch look. So I prefer, you know, using the fullback inside if they're more so spread out. But if they want to give me a pinch look, the power O is definitely going to be the move. As you guys can see here, you're able to get to the outside. Because the thing about the power O is because you have the pulling blocker, it's a little bit more versatile. You can not only kind of cut it gap, kind of like, you know, up the gap between the B gap as I did the first time, but, you know, if they give you a look like this too, you can get outside. And the reason why this is effective is, again, you guys know these slot corner blitzes normally stop the run really good. But again, because we have an additional player in the backfield that's going to be a lead blocker on both of these runs, now you guys can see, even though that slot corner came free, he got picked up, we could just bounce it outside, another big run. So that's really the gist of it against Dollar. Now I want to show you it against the 3-3 Cub. The 3-3 Cub is probably like, once people they can't stop the run really from Dollar. It's at that point where they're like, you know, at this point, let's go 3-3 Cub, right? That's pretty common. I'm going to turn match on as well. Most people come out in the 3-3 and then audible to the 3-3 Cub. So with this, what I'm looking at is pretty simple. So here, this is most likely the look you're going to get. You know, they're going to just have something like this where they might blitz the linebackers, but they're going to use the middle linebacker over the D tackle. Now, with these type of looks, the 3-3 Cub, I tend to try to run away from the nickelback. The reason why is, you know, the nickelback, you just have numbers the other way. You see here the nickelback's on the right, so I'm going to try to run fullback inside to the left. Again, there's no nickelback over there, so I'm going to have the advantage. So there's a few different things you can do with this run. One of the things I like about it, as you guys can see, if you look at the play art, both of these runs, if you look at the play art, has the receivers with those like runoffs about 10 yards downfield. That's power O. Fullback inside is actually a little bit glitchier. As you can see, those runoffs go forever. So if they do happen to be man coverage, which I'll show you in a second here, those defenders won't even react to the run. So it's pretty glitchy. But if they're against zone, there's a few different things you can do with this run. But let's just show it just straight up running away from the nickelback. So basically, nickelback's on right, you run it to the left. So you guys can see here, again, you know, we end up getting a really big run. We're going to run this fullback inside one more time, and we're going to use a motion this time. Now, one thing I want to note before we go ahead and run this is if you're playing a mode where they have a D tackle or a D lineman with like run stopping abilities and you don't have a secure protector at O-line to counter it, like maybe if you're in regs and you can't counter it with abilities, just go ahead and slap a double team on the line with the abilities to stop the run or X factors so you won't have to worry about it. That won't allow them to shed. Now, the other thing here is if they're playing zone, you can use motion receiver over to give yourself even more numbers in the run game. Blocking-wise, as you guys can see here, we were a shoestring tackle away from a touchdown because utilizing that motion against zone, you gain a number. Because when you use motion against zone, the DBs won't follow the receiver we motion across the formation. So That allowed him to pick up that edge guy, which, as you guys can see, then allowed the old lineman to try to go to the next level to catch a block. If that guy does not shoestring tackle us, I think we had a touchdown because, as you guys can see, the tackle actually pancaked that safety. But still, that was a good run. Now, if they're playing man, this is what I really like about this. So, like, let's play man. You guys can see here now. Let's just flip it, though. I'm going to get on him. All right. Watch what happens when they play man. So the thing about man is, again, you're going to get run off the ball pretty drastically. If you know they're playing man, I really like running the fullback inside. As you guys can see, those guys are not going to react to the run. Now, I know I got shedded there, which is fine. We're going to do that again, just so hopefully we don't get shedded so badly. We can go ahead and align our defense. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. All right. So, again, I want you guys to note how the DBs react against this run. See how they don't even know it's a run until it's way too late? That's why I really like this run scheme, is because a lot of people will go, once they see they can't stop the run from Dollar, they'll go, 3-3 Cub. They'll try to run the Mike Blitz 0, right? And if you notice that fullback inside away from the nickelback will kill them. So look at this. Look at how these DBs are just running with the receivers down the field. Let's key in on 37. He's just following Deebo Samuel downfield. He's not even turning his back to try to stop the run. He's just assuming this is a pass because of that runoff that Deebo Samuel has. So if we can get around the corner, which we do here, we outrun the linebacker, we have a huge run, if not a touchdown. This run scheme is super glitchy. I really like it. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and get 150 likes. We'll drop the pass scheme from Split Close to go along with this run scheme.